some important points already we discussed. Root pressure, next transpiration process. Okay, now another important one already I told you, mechanism of opening and closing of stomata. Okay, here mechanism of opening and closing of stomata. In last classes, you studied about structure of stomata, functions of stomata, types of stomata, like this. Now, mechanism of opening and closing of stomata. Okay, yes. For example, imagine it is a guard cell. At normal condition, this is at normal condition. Okay, guard cell, already told you, it has number of chloroplasts. What? Chloroplasts. Means photosynthesis process occurs in these guard cells. Okay, here it is a guard cell, here another guard cell, imagine. Next, already studied inner side of the guard cell. This is inner side, this is outer side. Inner side, guard cell has thick cell wall, very thick cell wall when compared to the outer side. When compared to outer side, inner side guard cell has thick cell wall. Observe, this is here thick cell wall. Are understanding? Whenever water is entered into the guard cell, observe carefully. Guard cell will swell. Guard cell will swell. When guard cell, listen, when guard cell is swollen, what will happen? Due to very thin outer wall and very thick inner wall, here outer side will swell more. Outer side will swell more inner side due to the presence of very thick cell wall. Here swelling, light swelling is occurred here. Understanding. Another important one, for example, observe swelling. Say this swollen outer side, listen, swollen outer side pulls the inner side towards the outer side. Observe carefully, swollen outer side pulls the inner side thick cell wall towards the outer side. Because of this pulling effect, inner side, observe carefully, are entire guard cell, it like this, its shape becomes crescent shape. Crescent shape. Understanding how this mechanism occurs here. How means observe one. Chloroplasts are present here. Because of chloroplasts, photosynthesis process takes place. Starch is formed. Starch. Starch is modified or converted into malic acid. First, oxalic acid, then malic acid, then malic acid. Observe carefully. Malic acid is broken down into H+ ions. Next, malate ion. Okay, already studied. God cells are surrounded by, like this, God cells are surrounded by subsidiary cells. God cells are surrounded by here. Imagine these two are God cells here. Next, observe malate ions and H plus ions are formed from the malic acid because of division or breakdown, ionization. Next, here H plus ions, these are transported out of the God cell simultaneously. Potassium ion, listen carefully. Potassium ion, along with potassium ion, chloride ion. These two types of ions are transported into the God cell. This is actually during the daytime. When? During the daytime. Malic acid is broken down into H plus ions, malate ion. Whenever H plus ions are transported out of the God cell, potassium ions along with potassium ions, chloride ions, they are transported into the God cells from the subsidiary cells. In this condition, due to presence of different types of ions inside of the God cell, concentration of the God cells becomes high when compared to the surrounding subsidiary cells. Due to presence of different types of ions, concentration of the God cells become high when compared to the surrounding subsidiary cells. Are understanding? Observe carefully. Means concentration gradient has created here. What? Concentration gradient created between the God cells and subsidiary cells. In this condition, what will happen? In this condition, observe carefully. Here, osmosis process takes place. Already I told you what is osmosis. Observe. Across the concentration gradient, here based on the concentration gradient, water molecules move from one cell to another cell. Okay. Observe here, actually in osmosis process, water molecules move from low concentrated place or low concentrated region into the high concentrated region. Here already I told you, inside of the God cells, concentration is high. Concentration is high. Where? Inside of the God cells. Whereas in subsidiary cells, concentration is low. Now water molecules move from the low concentrated area into the high concentrated area. Low concentrated area into the high concentrated area. Means from the subsidiary cells into the God cells. Yes. Observe carefully. When water is entered into the God cells, immediately God cells are swollen. God cells are swollen. Whenever water from the subsidiary cells enters into the God cells. Here, other important advantage of the God cells, already we discussed about it. In God cells, radially arranged filaments, microfilaments are present here. Protein structures, radially arranged ones are present. Like this, and inner side cell wall is thick, already I told you. Outer side is thin. Whenever more water is entered into the God cell, outer side of the God cell becomes swollen, highly swollen when compared to the inner side. Inner side usually swollen, inner side swollen does not occur because inner side very thick cell wall is present. Outer side more swelling occurs. Understanding? Now in this condition, outer side or swollen part of the outer side, it creates some pressure. This swollen outer side creates some pressure on the inner side. Okay. Now, because of this pressure, this is the actually pulling pressure or pulling effect. Because of this pulling effect, inner side having the thick cell wall, okay, it is pulled towards the outer side. It is pulled towards the outer side. Okay, now observe. Observe. Because of this pulling effect, God cells get the crescent shape. Observe here, crescent shape. Because of this crescent shape, a small hole is formed between the two God cells. A small hole is formed between the two God cells. This is the stomata. This is the stomata or stoma or stoma. Observe carefully. Next, during the night time, reverse process occurs here. Here, H plus ions, they are transported into the God cells. In such conditions, potassium ions, chloride ions, they are transported out of the God cells into the subsidiary cells. Okay. Now concentration of the God cells become low when compared to the surrounding subsidiary cells. According to, based on the concentration gradient, water molecules move from the God cells into the God cells into the surrounding subsidiary cells. Surrounding subsidiary cells. Whenever water is transported out of the God cells, then they get their normal state. They lost the swelling. They lost the swelling condition. Because of this, they get their normal original state. They get their normal original state. Okay. When they get their normal shape or normal position, stoma or stomata are small hole present between the two God cells. That hole is disappeared. That hole will disappear here. Okay. Means stomata is closed. Here stomata is open because of this mechanism. Here stomata is closed because of this reverse mechanism. Okay, this is the opening closing mechanism of stomata or mechanism of the opening and closing of photoactive stomata. Photoactive stomata. And what? Photoactive stomata. Here, during the daytime, this mechanism occurs. Means during the daytime, stomata is open. Understanding? Stomata is open here. During the daytime. This is the during the night time. Nighttime stomata are at this condition. During the daytime stomata are at this condition. Yes, observe. Next, okay. Next, another important topic related to translocation of water is transpiration pull. Transpiration pull. Already we discussed about the transpiration. It creates a type of pulling effect on the water from the upper side. Okay, let us observe, let us study transpiration pull. Okay, observe, already studied about the structure of the leaf, TS of leaf. Here, xylem, all this xylem. Next, stomata. Here, air cavity. Next, already we discussed in leaf, number of air cavities are present. Number of air cavities are present. All air cavities are lined with water. All air cavities lined with water, and all air cavities are associated with the xylem, water transporting tissue, water transportation tissue. Observe, all air cavities are lined with water, and all cells are associated with the xylem. Okay, from xylem, first here, whenever temperature is high in atmosphere, whenever temperature is high in atmosphere, what will happen? Water which is present in air cavity, this is evaporated and water vapor is formed. This water vapor is released out of the leaf. Water vapor is released out of the leaf. Okay, in such conditions, water is not present here. After evaporation process, water is absent in air cavity. Now air cavity requires water. Okay, from where it can absorb the water, it can get the water from the surrounding cells. Water is passed into the air cavity. Water is transported like this. Now these cells present around the air cavity, these cells require water. Now these cells get the water from the surrounding cells and air cavity. Surrounding cells and from air cavities, all these cells get the water. Now these cells require the water. Okay, these cells require water. From the other cells, above other cells, water is transported. Now these cells get the water from the other cells. These cells get the water from the xylem. Means whenever water is evaporated from the air space, means this is called a transpiration process. Process of transfer of water from the plant body into the atmosphere in the form of water vapor is called transpiration process. What? Transpiration process. Because of transpiration process, because of transport of water in the form of the water vapor into the atmosphere, a tension is created on the xylem vessels for water. Understanding? Water tension is created on the xylem vessel. Because of this water tension, water is transported to the xylem. From the xylem vessels, water is collected by the surrounding cells. From these cells to other cells, water is transported. From those cells to other cells, from those cells to other cells, ultimately water is reached to the air cavity. From air cavity, that water is transferred into the atmosphere in the form of the water vapor. Water vapor. Like this, continuously water is absorbed from the xylem vessel by this transpiration. By this transpiration process, water is absorbed from the xylem vessels by all these cells continuously. What? Continuously water is absorbed. Means transpiration process creates a pulling effect on the water present in the xylem. For example, imagine it is a xylem vessel. Whenever water present, for example, water is present here. So water, or observe water here, or here also water absent. Imagine a pulling effect is created on this. Because of this water tension, water present at the bottom of the xylem vessel. This water is pulled towards the upper side or in upward direction. Means here a pulling effect. Here a pulling effect is created by the transpiration process. If there is no transpiration process, what will happen? If there is no transpiration process, what will happen? Water is not transported out of the plant into the atmosphere. Next, water tension is not created in all these cells. In such conditions, a pulling effect is also not created, not formed. Because of transpiration process, some water is lost from the plant body in the form of the water vapor. To get the water or to fulfill the water present in the air cavity, water is transported from the surrounding cells, from the surrounding cells, to the surrounding cells, from other cells, water is again transported. Those cells get the water from the xylem. Now on the xylem vessels, a pulling effect is created, a water tension is created. Because of this water tension, water present at the bottom of the xylem vessel, this is transported in upward direction. Like this, absorbed water from the soil is pulled towards pulled in upward direction by transpiration pull. Understanding? Observe carefully. Important. 4. It is also involved in translocation of water from the xylem of roots to all other body parts. Understanding? Transpiration pull. It is a pulling effect from the upper side. Root pressure, that is the pushing effect from the lower side or from the soil. Okay, observe once it. Observe carefully. Transpiration pull. Root pressure. It is a small pushing effect. Pushing effect. It is used in small plants. It is helpful for the small plant up to a few centimeters, up to a few centimeters. It can push the water. Next, transpiration pull. Transpiration pull. it is important pulling effect. Important pulling effect. It can pull the water up to the 100 meters. In eucalyptus plants, in other plants, it is very, very important one. To transport the water for very long distances, transpiration pull is necessary. Transpiration pull is necessary. If there is no transpiration pull, water cannot transport it to very high level or for very long distances. Only root pressure cannot push the water for long distances like 100 meters or more. Redwood trees, okay, redwood trees and other trees. Understanding? Observe carefully. This is a transpiration pull, pulling effect from the upper side. Pulling effect from the upper side. Yes, tomato. Here water is absorbed into the root. From the roots, water is pulled. First, water is pushed up to a few centimeters by the root pressure. That pushed water is pulled by the transpiration pull. Pulled by the transpiration pull. Okay, observe carefully. Means enter the water is as a continuous stream. Actually, this water transport is appeared as a continuous stream through the plant pot. Observe carefully here. Okay, see, observe carefully here. Okay, like this, it is appeared as continuous stream. A continuous stream. This is about the transpiration pull. What? Transpiration pull. Observe once.